The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Mitoma. Roberto Carlos. Now Yaya Toure. Howson. And here's Inzaghi. Little pass back. Cafu. Bergkamp. Foot in. Yamal looking to penetrate opposition lines. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Yamal. Merino. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And Batistuta! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. No goals as yet. Mitoma. And it's Yaya Toure. Here's Roberto Carlos. Howson. And it's McTominay. For Yaya Toure. Bergkamp.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Batistuta. And back it goes.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Yaya Toure. That has been slung wide. He's under a lot of pressure there. And it's McTominay. Cafu. Pullet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Goes looking wide. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Merino. Cafu. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cafu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Messi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Out of play for a throw. Mitoma. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bergkamp. And here's Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. McTominay. Cafu. And it's McTominay. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. And it's McTominay. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham. Now it's Marino.
Oh, really well played.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Batistuta might just make this. Nicely worked. And this is Bergkamp. Shot could be on. Shoots! Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu plays it short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. McTominay. McTominay powering forward here. Now Yaya Toure. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson. Cafu, nicely weighted ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, that was vital. Played up towards the front line.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Mitoma, looking for the run. And this is Messi. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Beckham. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Mitoma. Oh, terrible pass. And he's on his way! Gets a good foot in there.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he get onto this? Yaya Toure. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found a way through.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Howson. Mitoma. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? And he's worked it through. Mikel Merino gets into a good position.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
And nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Beckham.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, important interception. McTominay. Now he's off and running. And it's Roberto Carlos. Messi gives it back. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cafu on a strong run down the right. Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
No goals as yet. Pullet is onto it in a flash. Oh, that's fabulous. Plays a sharp little ball here. And Pullet! And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely feet. Roberto Carlos! Too close for comfort. Opts for safety. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pull it. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Chance here to counter. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now, that looks a decent ball. Nice control. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Yaya Toure can so cleverly bypass. Oh, what a climb! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He rises! He's done very well to get to that.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Pullet might just make this. Beckham is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking to play him in. Nice interception, well timed. Kaka.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cristiano Ronaldo shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
1 minute at a time.
And he's gone looking for safety. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
With the owner of a blue
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So the first half brought no goals. Rodri, and it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Mitoma. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cafu. And here's Messi. Oh, that's a fine interception. Kaká. Looking for a runner.
That's going in strongly.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Roberto Carlos. Cafu looks to get on the end of this. And here's Messi. Stood up well to him there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Might be danger. Can he finish? And it's in! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
After 58 minutes is number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Nice physical challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Great shapes to shoot! It's fallen kindly here. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Yaya Toure delivers. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a throw. Vieira. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Jeff, Chiba are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu. Spread out to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Kaká is onto this. They're urging him to shoot. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely aimed pass. Over to the left. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Pinches it off him.
Messi.
He's gone direct here. Oh, can he get onto this?
Number 2,
Beckham.
Cafu. Coming on the
Rijkaard.
field, number
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Picked out brilliantly. In by a header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Ibrahimovic. Number 15, Fares.
Eintracht Frankfurt surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mitoma. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And this is Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And it's Kaka. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Eintracht Frankfurt can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, good-looking ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Ibrahimovic. And he's being shifted off it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Played out wide. Flings it across. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cristiano Ronaldo. Is there any support? He might not need it. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Kaka. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
Hello, everybody.
My thanks to Jim. We both... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
Mitoma. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Messi touches it back. Cafu. Messi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Some good persistent defending here. To Messi. And here's Hullet. He's had it taken off him. Rijkaard. Messi. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Howson. And it's Yaya Toure. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. He is through. Chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Inzaghi proves just a little bit too strong. Inzaghi! There it is! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 16 minutes is number 21, Filippo Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Batistuta. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cafu going face-to-face with his great rival.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Looking to shoots! That's travelling a long way. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. McTominay. Cafu. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! It's Roberto Carlos! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Cafu with the short one. He's picked his way through. Inzaghi! He scores! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And here's Rooney. And it's Messi. Mitoma is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Now it's Inzaghi. Knocks it into space. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. McTominay. Cafu. Opts for safety. Goes looking wide. Mitoma. For Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi Alonso. Could move up a gear here. Yaya took. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And if you have just... And Batistuta! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Roberto Carlos. Rooney. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's had a shot! Aimed beyond the defence. Olise! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Olise going face-to-face with his great rival. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! That is decidedly lacking.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Mitoma. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And here's Inzaghi. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Nice sequence of passes, this. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now it's Inzaghi, played out to the left flank. Rijkaard going vertical. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Messi. Number 4, Gullit.
Mosquera.
Coming on the field.
Zanetti.
Number 9, Erling Haaland.
And it's Rijkaard.
Number 7.
Distributed tidily. Can he get it through? Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. Oh, nice touch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Messi. Rijkaard. Mitoma quietly revving up. It looks a good ball through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Thuram. Haaland! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cafu. And here's Thuram. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Filippo Inzaghi taking in the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, Peter, Thomas Rosicky will have a busy game, I think, certainly on the creative front.
Yeah, just looking back over his career, Jim, I sometimes wonder whether he's been a bit underrated.
Well, I suppose there is an element of what might have been with him. You don't expect him to give you more than 25 games in a season, but he's never let his side down on the pitch.
And the return pass. Roberto Carlos. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Howson. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And no, that was never going to make it. Rosicky.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Howson. With Toma. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Quarter of an hour played. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big Bellingham! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And here's Olise. That's very neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
It's a searching pass. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been clubbed away. He's had a shot! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
After 28 minutes is number 20.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Yaya Toure. Now it's Hullet. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Olise. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Now Yaya Toure. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet. And this is Inzaghi. Chance, surely! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on every...
Rosicki! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Roberto Carlos looking to play him in. Olise pressing high and with purpose. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's forced to go back. Koundé. Now Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. It's Roberto Carlos.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Picked out brilliantly, and the flag has stayed down. Yaya Toure. And it's Messi. Cafu. And it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Opts for safety. Van Dijk. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Roberto Carlos. Howson. Threads one in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Knocks it into space. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, good ball. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. It's a good foot in there. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Olise receives it in a wide position. Bullish header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. Devoid of any complexity, but... And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Kaká.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Cafu. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, strongly challenged there. Cafu. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Hullet.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. Mitoma tries to pass it through. Howson calmly anticipates. McTominay. Now it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's picked his way through. And a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu plays it short. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Adams tries to clear. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Mitoma, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Inzaghi! And he's there to belt it away. Howson. It's Belletti. Yamal. And it's Belletti. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Kaká. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Roberto Carlos. Howson. And this is Messi. Messi touches it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
He is just caressing the ball. And he has been fouled there.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
He went for the curler. Costa Curta. And Neymar. Neymar, there he goes, motoring forward. Cafu. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now Howson. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually...
It's Inzaghi! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely feet. That is good strength. Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Cafu goes short. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Neymar. And this is Pele. And he's surging through. Now that real chance! It's in!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Shot a goal! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up. Cafu with the short one. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. And this is Inzaghi. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
And this is Hullet. Messi. Cafu. Cafu puts his foot on the gas. And this is Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Look at the space here. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Jeff, Chiba really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Yamal's cross. He's got tall. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Roberto Carlos clears it away. And he's cut it out. Kaká's big header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Looking to play him in. Filippo Inzaghi. That's going to go a long way.
Jeff Chiba truly seemed to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Cafu. And it's Hullet. And it's Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's tidy. And this is Inzaghi. Decent chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
So their fourth corner of the game, and it's been taken short. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Rummenigge is onto this.
Jeff Chiba really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Hoeneß did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Howson. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yaya Toure. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a shot! Sticks it away! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square. Pele! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's gone looking for safety. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a good ball out wide. Gives it back. That's an imaginative pass. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. And that will be the final act. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the week. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Aimed beyond the defence. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Raul looking to get on the end of this. It's not an especially good pass, that. Howson, spread out to the left. Mitoma. And the through ball. And he was alert to it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's going for goal! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cafu with the short one. Bullet! That is decidedly lacking. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Inzaghi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. Nicely weighted ball. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Now, can they get him away? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
Raul. Played down the flank. Hazard in acres of space out wide. McTominay. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Howson. Mitoma. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And here's Inzaghi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Oh, sweet feet. And this is in big chance! Oh, Waters has another go! That's really well cleared. Messi threads one in. Oh, he's been caught napping! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Roberto Carlos. This looks promising. Hangs in it. He's got tall. He's scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
It was wonderfully efficient. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Inzaghi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that's Messi!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Some really good ball movement. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Neymar. Bebeto. And Fernandes. Still just a single goal between the sides. Can he get on the end of this? And this takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the...
Decent chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Neymar. Raul. Now it's Bebeto. Raul. And it's Raul! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Raul clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
And he's forced to go back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Raul. Cafu makes the interception. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Some good, persistent defending here. Cafu. Cafu tries making a foray down the right. And he's managed to get free. On it! No mistake! And they're back in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Howson. Looking tidy in possession here. Bullet! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short, and this is Inzaghi.
Jeff Chiba surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bebeto. And now the breakaway. Hazard. Howson defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Cafu. Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Knocks it into space. Now Mitoma. Filippo Inzaghi.
Jeff Chiba nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He can run onto that, and he's in on goal. It's roll! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Filippo Inzaghi voted man...